Speaking of fun and interesting, SmackDown.
Well, not SmackDown, more
Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin and his...
Talking Smack, Baron Corbin versus SmackDown, Baron Corbin.
Yes. Well, here's the thing, right? On our own personal group, which has 7 members, it's where we discuss all the wrestling. But Gary made a point that he is becoming a big fan of Baron Corbin.
Yeah, of Darren Corbin?
Of Darren Corbin. His brother, Darren Corbin. And I agree. You know, I'm starting to like Baron Corbin a lot. It's really interesting. His finisher's good as well, but the thing about it is on his...
The finisher name makes no sense for the character.
Well, dude,
his attire makes no sense for the character.
Okay, hold on. We're jumping ahead. We're just kind of... Whoa, back a bit. Okay. Don't worry. We'll get there.
Down, boy.
Down. Now, the set stage here, right?
Yeah.
There are fundamentally 2 different people that WWE are presenting as Baron Corbin. There's Baron Corbin, who is not interesting at all on SmackDown, but has a good finisher. And then there's Baron Corbin, who is this totally different dude on Talking Smack.
It's like David Banner and the Incredible Hulk.
Bruce Banner.
No, David Banner. I'm talking specifically about the 1980s show.
I knew you were going to say that,
yeah. I wouldn't make a mistake like that. I know my...
I was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
But then, we did make a mistake. We said Edge didn't win the Rumble.
Yeah. No, you made the mistake. I just didn't correct you. Anyway. Him on Talking Smack is brilliant. Usually really quick. Like, just really natural.
As I said to you, though, I think, like...
That's just him?
I think that's just him.
Either that or he just gets the character, you know? But, like, there's someone who obviously is instructing him to behave a certain way when he's on that show. But, like, even when he was in NXT, when he was, a part of his character was that he hated anyone who worked on the indies, all of that stuff sounded so believable and was the best part of any of his work down there, you know? But that stuff has always been really good. But it's everything around that character. It's the bells and whistles they've put on this dude. He's like, it's the same. I have problems with him on SmackDown like I have with the guy who works in the indies called Michael Elgin, where there's just a lot of he's trying really hard to seem tough when they could kind of do less with him.
It's always less is more is always a much better approach with
things. But there are some guys who just need the bells and whistles and to make the character work. I'm trying to think of a really good example, but Roman
Reigns.
Well, I wasn't gonna go Roman. I was gonna go more like Braun Strowman. Kind of needs to have the crazy haircut and the attire that no person competing in a fight would have, to work. Whereas Baron, they could really strip him down a bit more with his stuff, because he doesn't really there was the stuff that they had with him do with Cena, where Cena cut a promo on him, then he had this pre-packaged rebuttal thing where it's just them trying to make him look really tough. It's like, dude, you're 6'7", can you just look like a guy who's 6'7", who'd probably beat and kick the crap out of most people anyway? Yeah. Do you really need to drive the motorbike to look tough? It's not...
It needs a motorbike to look tough.
But that's the way they're presenting him, he doesn't... because...
Maybe he likes motorbikes.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look at
but motorbikes don't make you look tough.
Look at The Undertaker.
Yeah, look at Eric Bischoff.
Yeah.
This is the thing, man.
He legit like motorbikes.
Yeah. But the thing is, Baron Corbin is Eric Bischoff's wet dream of a wrestler. He really is.
Well, kind of.
Granted, he doesn't look like Hulk Hogan,
no.
But it's. This is the thing, though. It's I'm not I really wish they would. I wish that his finish had a different name.
Baron Corbin just looks on television.
His facial expressions are awful too.
Everything about Baron Corbin on SmackDown, with the exception of his finisher, is terrible.
And even the finish doesn't make the name of the finish doesn't make sense at all.
But it's not even that he's terrible, because he is all right.
He's a functional wrestler.
No, but I do think he has all the tools there to be something much better than he is.
The presentation's wrong though.
Oh, completely. It's just
he doesn't work the way he should. He doesn't he's a guy that honestly should not have brand name moves.
No.
Considering what his character is, he's there to win matches, and not make friends, because ultimately that makes him a worse competitor.
Like, your way to book Baron Corbin is to let him have actually, hold on a minute. You could actually book him like The Undertaker. And now I'm not talking. No, let me finish.
I think more Madman Mark Calloway is what.
No, that's what I was getting at. Mm-hmm. Not evil. No, sorry, not Dead Man Undertaker.
No,
Big Evil Undertaker.
No, I was going to go like pre-Undertaker Madman Mark Calloway.
Well, they're kind of very similar. I mean, like when The Undertaker first came back doing the Big Evil thing, despite all the motorcycle and all that garbage, he debuted a series of different moves, and every time you would see him after a couple of months, he'd work in something else. Yeah.
Remember that time where the Dragon Sleeper was his finish for a while?
Exactly. After years of doing Tombstone and the Choke Slam and all that kind of stuff, we saw the Last Ride. Yeah. We saw the Dragon Sleeper. We saw, the
Triangle Choke.
All this kind of stuff was all brought in.
He should be using stuff like that too.
That's exactly what I mean.
But also, one thing I'd love to see him do, because I'm a huge fan of the move, I'd love to see him doing, granted,
the Burning Hammer.
No, I was gonna say the Burning Hammer's just untouchable. Yeah.
I'm still partial to the Canadian Destroyer.
Yeah, that would just be ridiculous with a guy his size, though.
It would be hilarious.
The thing I would love to see him do, and granted his finish is essentially one. Yeah. I'd love to see him doing loads of different variations of the Flatliner. Yeah. Because again, he can go I want to win matches, and this is a really simple way to knock a guy out.
See, there's loads of different things that you can play off, because he played football. Yeah. And he also was a boxer and all that kind of stuff. So you do have, although I hate punchy finishers.
I never understood people disliking them.
I don't know. I think for a fake sport, throwing a punch is a bit ridiculous.
But you're fine with a super kick.
I never said I was fine with a super kick.
Yeah, but most people kind of go, oh, but the strike is... It's okay, so Shawn Michaels just had a ridiculous career then.
But Shawn Michaels had a ridiculous career. Yeah. In general. The thing look, hold on. Look at Shawn Michaels in the early 90s. Yeah. Come on.
Again, this is one of those things.
It worked with his character.
Yeah. The thing that, it's one of those things where people complain about strikes and they go, people have been able to punch for 50 years.
No, I just think for example, the Big Show. Yeah. The Big Show doing I hate that, because they just do the showstopper. Yeah. It looks way cooler.
But at the same time, if a guy his size punched you in the face, it would probably knock you out.
The weird thing about it is, though, I can't buy that. I don't buy that. It must just be me. I don't buy that as much as I buy the showstopper. Yeah. Because I'm like, you know what? Okay, fair enough.
It's not as visually satisfying.
Exactly, which is what wrestling should be.
Yeah.
Because it's not real. It's not like they're actually fighting. Yeah. Fair enough. If they're actually fighting, you're not going to do a super kick because it's ridiculous. You're not going to do a DDT because it's ridiculous. You're probably going to do a punch. Yeah. But the thing about it is, this is an MMA. This is a fake, worked sport. Entertainment. Yeah. Whatever. But
so what's your thoughts on Tommy End's work style then? Considering how much he implements strikes into his game?
No. Strikes in the game is fine. I actually like it. I think it works too, and the strong style is pretty cool. And the MMA kind of stuff is cool. But
Tommy End has also had weird finishes for his match.
Yeah, but for someone like Baron Corbin, who is 6'8", right? Well, he's billed as 6'8". He's a big dude. Working in these high-impact finishers compared to strikes or something just looks more impressive. Because remember, dude, right? You're not only working for the television audience, you're working for the people who are up in the bleachers. And as someone who's seen The Undertaker, not The Undertaker, who's seen the Big Show multiple times, it's a hell of a lot more impressive when he ends a match with a chokeslam than with a punch. Because you're like, well, I've actually seen that. Yeah. You know what I mean? But that could just be me.
Yeah, no, I get the criticism. It's more of I think I don't know. I think a lot of people have double standards towards stuff. Like, it's just stupid that he ends the match with a punch. It's like, but you're okay with a super kick?
Well, see, again, dude, big dudes, small dudes. It makes more sense for the smaller guys to be doing the martial art things because they're not able to pick someone up and slam them through the floor. Yeah. But someone who's 6'8" will probably slam you through the floor.
This is why I say variations of the flatliner.
Yeah, that would work. Exactly.
Like, he should probably also have something like a triangle choke. You know,
would look really cool. You know, I think working in these little elements, your template here is the Undertaker when he came back from injury.
But I suppose that he has that presence too.
Yes.
You know, it's just like his ring gear is ugly as sin.
Like his ring gear, his
Connect 4 entrance, his music, all of it has to go, man.
You know, maybe just give him a supernatural character.
No. That's the wrong way to go with the character.
No. I mean, if they're going to do this, honestly, I think the best thing to do would be to just have him go out and be himself as, you know, an enforcer kind of guy. But if they're not going to do that, they're going to insist in pushing him as a character. Give him a character.
Yeah.
You know, go down 2.0 kind of Undertaker light kind of thing, which he could actually pull off. He could pull it off, and I don't think he should. I don't think it'd be a good idea. But I think he's
too young for a gimmick like that.
Really?
Honestly, I don't think he has enough experience with it. I think he also works what he's doing right. I think he works what he does on Talking Smack so well that I wouldn't change it right now. I do think you could do that in a couple of years, but I don't think he's there.
No, he's not there, but like he's not anywhere, dude. He's just floating. He's just there. He's just a guy doing
they've got
things.
A great heel character here, but they're not.
No,
they're doing something. They're doing fundamental things wrong.
They have Baron Corbin, and they have Baron Corbin the Man.
Yeah.
Or whatever, Thomas Pestock or whatever his name is. You know, they have two characters, or they have two things there.
They have a character, and they've got a non-entity of a character.
Yeah, they have two diametrically opposed things, and either you bring them both in line and you start doing the great WWE formula, which is reality mixed in with a character, or you give him a character and make him work that character. Because right now, you're going to have the Dolph Ziggler situation where he's just floating.
Yeah. Well, at least they're doing something with Dolph right now.
Yeah, after like 2.5 years of him floating. And, you know, Baron Corbin is not talented enough on his own to be able to sustain that. Like, no, he's not talented. He doesn't have that goodwill with the general audience to be like,
but he's getting there. That wind is changing.
Yeah, man, he's getting there. But again, they have to kind of keep pushing this.
Yeah. But again, it's like the way they're presenting him on SmackDown has to change.
Yeah.
Has to change. Like, again, I definitely think they should get rid of the end of days and just call it out like a swinging flatliner.
It should be cool.
You know? Which is what that move is. And, like, because he's, the way he's in SmackDown, he's not the kind of guy where, like, he's the kind of guy where you're like, oh, you know, it's like, well, use the end of days. He goes like, that's a really dumb name. Like, that's something that his character would say, you know?
But why don't they just, like, I don't know. Like, look, WWE have like 2 or 3 creative teams. Come up with something better for Baron Corbin and take advantage of what you have. Because if you don't, you're going to let another thing slip through your fingers. Like a list, which could be a show in itself.
And as well as that would not be a very fun show to listen to, because it'd just be literally us listing names, because that's all we'd have time for.
Yeah, because there's a huge list, and it's a list I don't particularly want to compile myself.
Yeah.
But anyway, we
I just had like the Simpsons music play in my head of like a list of names, and then like
it's like the retractions that Rock Bottom had to repeat. Had to put up.
I was thinking more like it's like, well, of course, it can't just be one man. This is the list of people who actually get the show from script to screen. And just
there's my name right there. Like, you know,
that's Brett Symington.
Boom. That's what you get for taking credit of people's work. But what I will say is, you know, Baron Corbin is someone to keep an eye on. You know, according to those Sky Bet odds.
Yeah.
He's like the favorite to win the whole thing.
Really?
Yeah. So
I can see it. I can see it.
It might happen.